Good afternoon, everybody. So it is Thursday, September, I'm going to go with 7th. And meaning me and Krissa, are going to see Wicked. And I thought I would show you guys my outfit of the night. It is all black. I think I'm going to put on I have a wine colored, like full leather jacket, just because it's going to be like 41 degrees tonight. So it's a little early for that chilliness, but I thought I would show you how cute is this sweater. It's from Chanel in Canada. I just think it's so cute. And then just black pants and black heels. Nothing super exciting. I feel like my room is a mess. I have piles of things and I'm off tomorrow, thankfully. I have so many things that I need to get done for the Packer party, housewarming party on Sunday. Then I'm traveling next week, Monday through Wednesday. So I just have things I need to get done. So I'm taking a little vacation day. Let me stand right here so you guys can maybe see better. I'm not sure. On my eyes, I have the Queen of Hearts palette from Colored Rain. My lips is that new Hourglass lipstick, one of the skinny ones, and I want with the Jouer lip topper and skinny dip over the top of it. Giorgio Armani 506 on my cheeks. I think that's it. I have to tell you, random information, but information nonetheless. The lash adhesive that I bought from Velour, horrible. I tried to put on their lashes with that adhesive today. No go. Finally, after the second try, I was like, forget this. I threw on some mascara and called it a day. But I was like, seriously? So I also have these shoes that are kind of like a wine colored flat from Me Too. I have those pulled because I may just stick them in the car. Depends on where we have to park. If we have to park far, far away, I'm totally putting those flats on and calling it a day. Either that or my black loafers. I haven't decided yet. But anyway, so I decided I would say hey. I'll vlog a little bit maybe later with Krista. We're going to grab some dinner and then go to the show. So we'll see how it goes. But I just wanted to touch base with you guys before we head out. Also, completely obsessed with James Corden. Completely obsessed with him, particularly the carpool karaoke. Boy, my hair just keeps falling. He's hysterical. I mean, hysterical. Bob would be in trouble if James lived close, I think. I just think he's so funny. And I had never really, I think I had seen one or two of the carpool karaoke's, like bits and pieces. But I was Snapchatting the other day about this, and you guys had given me a bunch of suggestions, so I'm like working my way through the playlist. Currently, while I'm getting ready here, I'm watching the one with Gwen Stefani, George Clooney, and Julia Roberts. But all of the ones you guys suggested I have watched, and they are all good, so I'm just working my way through the other ones now. So anyway, all right. Now I'm going to show you guys, I decided to throw on this like gray sort of trench coaty sort of thing. And then I'm using my Givenchy clutch, and I'm all set to go. Let me turn you around here. I went back and forth between this jacket and then I've kind of like that, like I said, that Merlot wine colored like a moto jacket. This I just felt looked better and a little more appropriate for the theater. So, all right, now good morning, you guys. So it's Friday morning. It's about 8:45. And I slept in because I didn't get home till almost 11:30 last night from Wicked. And I'm sorry I didn't take any footage. Krista and I did a few Snapchats and stuff. But other than that, we were just kind of hanging out with each other and just having a really good time. It was such a fun evening. We had grabbed dinner at a place just kind of across the way. It's called Anduzzi's. It's like a sports bar. We grabbed dinner there, and then we walked our leftovers back to the car, and then we walked, to the show. The show was amazing. That was the second time that I'd seen it. I think I told you guys that. Yeah, it was really good. We had a really good time. So then, when I got home, I saw that the bar stools that Bob and I ordered, 2 of them anyway. The third one I have to go pick up today. That's a whole other story. But, by the way, you can tell I look like a pile of junk. Sorry. Anyway, I just want to try and put these together this morning. So that's what they look like. It just makes this, Bob's fishing pants, it just makes this much more open here than the ones that had backs on them. So I'm really excited about that. I pick up the third one today when I'm in Green Bay, Appleton. I have a ton of errands to run. Excuse me. So, and then I don't know, the other thing was supposed to have already shipped as well, that little piece of accent furniture that we bought for the mudroom. but when I checked, it hasn't even been picked up by UPS yet. So I'm a little bit torqued about that, but it is what it is. So anyway, yeah. I think that's all I had. I just wanted to check in with you guys. I need to get in the shower and get going so I can get on with my errands. I need to get an oil change and run to Costco and possibly Target and a bunch of other things. So I'm going to throw the camera in my purse. If I get time, I'll break it out. If not, I'll see you when I see you. Good morning, everybody. So it's Saturday morning. Like I have so many things running through my head right now, and I thought, well, I'll just give them a hello. Boy, some of these things really need to be tossed. I was pulling out some stuff in my fridge, or in my cupboard, I mean, to see. I have some of these like Tastefully Simple dip things that I've had forever that I bought at some party. But I have a feeling I've had these for too long and they should just be tossed. I shouldn't actually use them. So I'm trying to make a decision on that. But anyway, this though I feel like would be good. I just need to find something to dip in that. This is, I just bought this last year. It's a caramel apple dip. And you would just mix it with cream cheese. Anyway, so I wanted to show you guys. We did get the, look at how nice and empty. I mean, this is waiting for me to make hand poker roll-ups later. This is waiting to go down to the basement. But it looks so much better without that big thing right there. And I will show you. I was just editing the vlog and I was like, oh, I told them I would show them all these things. And then I didn't actually do it. So this is the cabinet. And like I said, I just wanted to be able to focus. There we go. Set, you know, I needed it to hold like that kind of stuff. Hold my purse, drawers, and you know, there's a shelf in that thing. And anyway, so I'm really happy with this. Very, very happy. And I can't remember. Whoops. I can't remember if I showed you guys the bar stools or not. I haven't edited the other day of footage, but I'll just show you guys just in case. So it just makes it so much more open here with these bar stools. I put them together yesterday morning, and there will be one more. This is a whole other story, but there should be one right there, but it's not in. So yeah, it's a whole other story, my friends. It's a whole other story. So I'm about to leave here to, I'm doing a bride and a mother of the bride this morning. And so I packed up my kit last night. You guys, I was talking to Tika and her daughter, Pookie. Not her daughter's actual name, but that's what she calls her. And last night we were FaceTiming for like an hour and a half or something. It was so much fun. And we didn't like plan it. Sometimes that just happens. You know, you want to connect about something. And I said, hey, just call me when you have a chance today. And she didn't really have a chance ever to call me during the day. So she had sent me a text right when we were eating. So I'm trying to like pick up a couple of things while I talk to you guys. She had sent me a text right when we were eating. And I was like, I can't talk right now, but I'll call you anyway. The point of the matter is, everything happens for a reason. And I think the reason was that we didn't connect during the day, so we were going to connect last night. And then, like I said, her daughter, Pookie, who I met when I was down in Texas, happened to come home, and then we all got to chat. That was really long-winded. None of you probably gave two hoots about that, but I just thought I would share that it was just a good ending to a good day. Yesterday, aside from a few things, I was on vacation, and I had a lot of work stuff even though I was on vacation, which is always frustrating for me, but it just is what it is. It's the life of being in sales. And then the story with bar stools is, the very short version, is that they can only ship to your house in 2s. And I found a little travel size of my dry shampoo in one of my makeup drawers. I'm not sure why it was there, so anyway. So they can only ship them to your house in 2s. So he called me to tell me that, and tell me that, it would be in on Friday after 1 o'clock. He wasn't sure exactly when it would come in, but they would call me, and it's sometime between 1 and 4. So I was done with my errands or whatever, and I had killed about 2 hours. This is Ashley furniture, in case you guys are wondering. I had killed about 2 hours in town. You know, I'd done the Costco run, Target run, like all of those sort of things, and now carrying my kid, in case you're wondering what I'm carrying. And so I called him, and he said, yeah, I was just about to call you. Or, you know, I was just about to call you. And I actually, he's really good. This is the 3rd or 4th time we've bought stuff from him. He's a good guy. He said they didn't come in. Your stool didn't come in on the truck. I'm like, what? We have this party on Sunday, and you know, and it's not their fault that we didn't buy them until Monday. Obviously, I just thought for sure that if I was buying something on a Monday, I would have it by the week. I don't know. Anyway, so he said, I'm definitely going to talk to higher ups to see what we can do. And I said, it's fine. It is what it is. So, Alexa, what's the temperature outside?
Right now in Shawano, it's 43 degrees with sunny skies.
I feel like I might need to put a little bit of a jacket on or something.
The high of 68 degrees and the low of 42 degrees.
I forget that Alexa goes on and on and on. You guys look, more zucchini. And I have zucchini in the fridge. It's a good year for zucchini, apparently. So anyway, the long and the short of that is that I'm having a cookie for breakfast, by the way. I intended to have more than that, but I kind of got caught up in cleaning up my room and stuff because of the part. The long and the short of the story is I don't have the stool. I wasted 2 hours plus in Green Bay, and I don't have all the things done in my house I wanted to have done. That is the moral of the story, my friends. All right, I'm going to grab my kit. It's about a 10-minute drive out there. I want to be there about 8:15. It's just about 8 o'clock now, so I can set up and be doing her face at 8:30, and then her mom's face at 9:15. So I'm going to eat my cookie for breakfast, and we'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, good morning, you guys. I have honestly no idea what I look like, but it is what it is. It's Sunday morning. It's about 20 to 8. Bob had to go into work for a couple hours this morning, and I don't remember when I saw you last yesterday. I don't know, but I did bride and mother of the bride yesterday morning, and then came home, worked on potato salad in between, and then went to just the ceremony of the wedding, and then came back, did some more kind of party prep, and then you guys don't really probably care, but I have this headache again. I'm watching the footage of I mean, seriously, look at this. This man trying to report the weather, like, can't even hold himself up in these. I'm just sick about it. There are people that I'm opening the windows in case you're wondering, opening them wider because with the party later, we'll have a lot of people in here. And so I want to cool it down now so that later won't be too hot. And I should clear this table off. I just love these. Have I shown you guys these? I'm such a big fan. This is just a charger, and then, my plates and stuff look nice on top of it. But day to day, I just have these out. And then, isn't this cool? I love this little thing. Anyway, I am opening stuff up so that it cools down a little bit in here. Not that it's like 50 degrees, but it's supposed to get up to 70. But once we have, 18 people in the house, it'll really, it's going to warm up. Let me ask you this while I have you. So this area used to have 4 stools on it, and we were switching down to 3. Obviously, as I told you, the 3rd one's not here. I think that's going to look funny. I think 3 is going to be plenty. I guess we'll find out. Anyway. Like I said, I'm just sick about this. Now the storm and stuff is moving even more north, and I know more people there, and I mean, I know people everywhere, and you guys are in some of these places, and I don't know, I'm just sick about this. Anyway, I have such a hard time, having this housewarming Packer party today when there are people that are, putting on bike helmets so that they don't have things hit their heads. Like, ugh. Anyway, I'm like an emotional wreck this morning. I'm not really sure why. But, okay, so the other thing I want to tell you guys is, for those of you who've been around a long time, you guys know that I've always struggled with headaches. And I have been doing really well for a long time. In July, I went through a span of like 3 weeks again with daily headaches. And it was just after I had done a bunch of decorating in the house. And one of the things I had done was I had taken down the curtains that were in here and all the hardware and stuff, and so my arms were up above my head for a long period of time. So then, excuse me, earlier this week, Bob and I tried to, it's a long story, and I know you're all going to be like, it's so easy, but ours is a little bit tricky. There's something weird about it. The skylight that we have in the bathroom, I'll show you guys. It's not one where you simply like twist the thing and pull it down to clean, like if bugs or dirt or whatever gets up in there. It's not that simple. I'll try to show you. But anyway, so like this is our, alright, I was forced to close the toilet because I can't stand that. Anyway, so this is our guest bathroom, and this is a skylight in the guest bathroom. And it's amazing, quite frankly. All of that light in there is from that skylight. We hardly ever have to turn the light on in there, which is awesome. Anyway, so, while I'm in here, let's just take this, shall we? If I don't look too horrible. I mean, as horrible goes. So anyway, I was trying to help Bob, you know, because we had a guy come and show us, you know, one of the guys that set it up. I'm looking for some place to stick you guys. There's no place to stick you, so I'm going to have to do this one-handed. Anyway, we had to have the guy come show us how to do it. And because I had a friend over here, and he was like, well, you just do this, this, and this. It's real easy. And then he ended up being here a couple hours because it wasn't easy. And he had changed his mom. It was Steven that was trying to help me. He had changed his mom's, or cleaned his mom's like regularly. And so that's why he thought it would be a piece of cake. And then it wasn't what he thought. It wasn't what I thought. And he's like, well, we ended up taking out these screws, and that was the wrong thing to do, because that was like the collar that held it in. Anyway, it was all bad. And we ended up getting it back together, but then, you know, I called the guy who knew a guy, sort of a thing, and he came over and he said, first of all, he got him back in. He's like, first of all, don't ever take those screws out again. And he said, second of all, you know, this is how you do it. And it really is just, you just take the collar off, and then you actually stick like a flathead screwdriver in there and pull it down. But I hadn't done it. I watched him do it, and Bob hadn't done it. Neither one of us wanted to ruin it. But anyway, the point of the story is that I got up on the thing, since I was the one that had seen the guy do it, and I tried to do it myself. So I held my arms up over my head for a really long time. And I think that something about that, maybe I can put you guys right here. I just put you on top of Chanel primer and foundation, in case you're wondering. So I really think that something about that triggers something, tenses something up. I don't know what exactly, but I think that's what did this. And that one didn't go away for, oh gosh, it was 3 or 4 weeks of headaches. So, like daily, I wake up with them. That's just the frustrating thing. So I woke up this morning and had, you know, the headache again that I had yesterday. If I take Tylenol, it will dull it a little bit. That's all I can take. I can't take Aleve or ibuprofen, and because it's too hard on my stomach. And I know that those would help, but because they're like they're like anti-inflammatory. Anyway, boy, this is a lot of ramble about something that you guys probably don't give two hoots about. But anyway, so I have to kind of figure it out. I think I have to remember in July what I ended up doing. I think I started icing it, and that helped just to kind of reduce the inflammation. So I'm going to try that tonight, but I can't do that when I'm traveling, and I leave tomorrow. I fly out on tomorrow, which is September 11th, and just a little unnerving. And then I get back on Wednesday, so it's just a short trip. So anyway, like I said, Bob had to run to work, and let me bring this over here. Bob had to run to work for a little bit, and then I am staying home to get myself packed, organized. I have some work to do. When my brush organization has fallen apart here, I have all kinds of brushes not where they belong, which actually made packing up my kit the other day, or like the brushes for my kit, kind of tricky. Anyway, I'm going to stay home from church is the moral of this really long story. And I was intending to have a lot more done by now, but I had to wait for my, this is my thing of Goss, Tom Ford, and Smith cosmetic brushes. It's not working so well anymore because it's too full. So the Packer game / party isn't until the game's at 3:30, 3:15, and people are coming over around 2:30. So Bob did a bunch of cleaning yesterday. I did a bunch of cleaning yesterday, and I can pick it up here. And then like bathrooms and that sort of thing, I always clean those. If we're gonna have company, I always clean those just before company comes over. So I'll work on that. I actually have some work to do. I have a couple hours of that to do, and I'm gonna do that while Bob's at work. I already have the potato salad made. I made some hamburger roll-ups. And then our friends, of course, are bringing stuff to go along. So yeah, it should be fun. We are looking forward to it. I just got to get myself organized. My flight's not super early tomorrow. I think I don't take off till 10 or something like that. So, but I have a couple conference calls. One before I leave tomorrow morning, and then one probably while I'm in my car on the way to the airport. Hopefully I'll be done with it before I have to go through security. I try to never be on the phone when you go through security. It's best not to tick off the security people. So anyway, that's what's going on. That was a really long ramble. My apologies. But yeah. So I'm gonna get myself another cup, not yet another cup of coffee. I've had one. I'm gonna have one more cup of coffee and shower, do my hair, makeup, and that sort of thing, and then I'm just gonna keep rolling. All right, so I have a check in with you guys, tell you what I'm doing. I am getting chili ready. I'm getting the hamburger ready for chili. I'm not gonna put it in the crock pot yet until later after everybody leaves because there won't be room in the fridge, but that way Bob has something to eat while I'm gone. That has been one of the tricky things about traveling, is that I want to make sure that Bob has, things to eat. Not that he couldn't make himself something to eat, but one can only live on tater tot casserole for so long. And that if I left him to his own devices, it'd be him eating out or tater tot casserole. By the way, see, look at I made these last night. If you guys don't know what hamburger roll-ups are or would like to make them, I have a video on them, believe it or not. Let me see if I can put you guys right here. I think I tried that one other time and it worked. So, I gotta tell you, built-in cutting boards, sometimes I appreciate them, sometimes not so much. But currently I'm appreciating this one because it is right next to the stove here. I'm gonna put my pan. Anyway, so I really like I'm curious, I know that some of you guys travel for work as well. So I'm curious what you guys do. Do you, cook a bunch in advance like I'm doing? Or do your husbands cook? Like what's the deal? I'm just curious. Because this is probably one of the hardest things about traveling, is trying to make sure that this is my deal too. I'm not saying this is a Bob thing, but I feel badly if I don't make sure that he's got, like things to eat without it being cereal or eating out or whatever. So I'm just curious. Let me know. Jamming to some Elton John tunes. I don't know why I've just been in the mood for Elton John. Might have been the carpool karaoke. So in case you're wondering why I am cutting onions and I'm not crying, here's a little trick I've learned. No, it's not a trick. It's just a thing. If I have my contacts in, I don't cry. Contacts out, I cry. So I always try to make sure, like if I'm prepping for the next day or whatever, that I still have my contacts in so that I don't give myself issues, you know what I'm saying? So I've cut up the, oh actually I should do this, probably. I've cut up the onion that I'm going to put in the chili, like, or then when I brown my meat for the chili, I always brown it with an onion. Sometimes the songs that Alexa picks, I don't understand. Anyway, and now I'm cutting some onions for people to put on their brats that we're grilling out later. But I know, I also cut up an onion and put it in, so I put one in the meat when I'm browning it, and then I put one in the actual chili as well. I feel like it adds more flavor that way. So I'm just gonna cut up 2 onions and put them in my little, I have a bowl. I don't like that I don't want my Tupperware smelling like onions. So I have like an old dish like this that I have onions written on. And that's the only thing that gets cut up onions put into it. Because that way the rest of my Tupperware doesn't smell like onions. And anyway, so I'm cutting up 2. So whatever's left, what people don't put on their brats, then I'm just going to dump that tomorrow morning before I leave and get the crock pot going into the chili. There you go. Oh, now I know what the song is. I do like this. It's no sacrifice at all. Alright, so Bob was home from church and I just did an Instagram live with my Packer makeup of the day. That was fun. It's always so good. I appreciate so much that you guys are willing to come and hang out with me and talk to me and stuff. It's fun. And now I need to get down to the nitty gritty of getting some extra cleaning done and that sort of thing. I would like to be able to watch a little football. I need to clean the stove. That's going to happen right now. I'd like to be able to watch a little football before our game, the noon game. So we'll see which NFC teams are playing. But yeah. So it was a lot of fun. So that's why I picked up the camera really to say thanks to those of you guys that came and hung out at the live. I'm going to finish, like I said, doing some cleaning here. And oh, I thought I heard that. I do hear him. I don't know where. Anyway, I'll see you guys when ready to go. Badgers on top. Clay on.
Oh, maybe I should wear a Brewer hat today.
Oh boy. See, it's already time for a wardrobe change and it's not even 11 o'clock. Whew, I tell ya.
It's rough being me.
It's rough being you. It is. Anyway, just thought I would, since he wandered in his apparel, I thought I would share with you. What is that? What's that move? Zucchini pickles for my dad.
And bread and butter.
Right? Oh, and bread and butter. Nice, nice, nice. So he actually just said, I got to take this off. I can't wear this jersey. I have to go smoke my stogie. So he's actually borrowing said jersey.
Yeah, because somebody got rid of all mine.
I'm sorry, who got rid of whose jerseys?
Can you press that?
Yeah, baloney. When we moved, he went through and they were old, but he's like, I must have gotten rid of them because I don't have any. So I was like, well, you can borrow one of mine and we'll get you another one. So anyway. He has other Packer apparel, just not jerseys. Good morning, you guys. Okay, so I just wanted to, sorry that this is how I'm going to look to end this vlog, but I never took any other footage yesterday. Once people got here, we just had so much fun with everybody watching the Packers. Sorry to the Seahawk fans. It was a really good game, though. Bob and I didn't see, quite as much of it as we'd like to, but that's what happens when you're hosting a party. And I think I told you guys most of the people that were over, some of them were just some friends, but most of them were people that helped us move, and helped us move, and we just wanted to kind of have a way to thank them for helping us move. So I saw more of the game than poor Bob did, but the man was, I don't know what his deal was. I think we vlogged that. I think he said it on a vlog that we were going to just do brats and burgers, and then he was like, well, we're going to do some barbecue chicken too, and so he stood out at that grill for pretty much the first half, and I just, handled the entertainment on the inside. But anyway, We had a lot of fun. So I, as you can see, am working on packing up for my flight this morning. I should look, actually. I think my flight leaves at 10:50. So it's small. I'm flying out of Appleton, so I don't need to be there until probably... I'm laughing because my boss, she would probably get there about 10 and be comfortable with that. I mean, we can get through security in about 2 minutes. There's never any line in security or anything like that. But it just makes me a little bit nervous to not be there, you know, a good chunk before. So I would like to shoot to be there probably by 9:15, 9:30, something like that at the latest. That's where I feel comfortable. I'm just packing my bag up here because I'm gonna. I wouldn't necessarily probably. I don't know. Have to check a bag this time, but it's just a one shot from here to Detroit, and so it's the likeliness of them losing my bag or me having any issues is slim to none. So I'll just do that, and I'll probably put like my CPAP in my bag this time. We'll see. I've not done that before, but it makes me a little bit nervous. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, all right. I hope you guys had a great weekend. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to take the camera with me, but I'm going to start a new vlog. And we'll see. I frequently bring the camera with me. I just rarely have the chance to pull it out and vlog, so we'll see. But anyway, hope you guys have a great week. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.